Agriculture. Question 1. Consider the following statements about National Food Security Act. 1. Up to 75% of the rural population and 50% of the urban population will be covered with uniform entitlement of 5 kilograms per person per month. 2. Antyodaya Anna Yojana, AFI, households will be protected at 35 kilograms per household per month. 3. Pregnant women and lactating mothers will also be entitled to receive maternity benefits of not less than 6,000 rupees. 4. Provision for food security allowance is not yet included under the Act in case of non-supply of entitled food grains or meals. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1, 2 and 3 only. B. 1, 2 and 4 only. C. 1 and 4 only. D. 2, 3 and 4 only. Question 2. Which of the following are beneficiaries under Antyodaya Anna Yojana? 1. Landless agricultural laborers. 2. Persons earning their livelihood on a daily basis in the informal sector. 3. A household headed by disabled persons. 4. All primitive tribal households. 5. Senior citizens. Select the correct answer from the code given below. A. 1, 3 and 5 only. B. 1, 3, 4 and 5 only. C. 2, 3 and 5 only. D. All of the above. Question 3. Which of the following are components of the economic cost of food grains? 1. MSP including central bonus. 2. Procurement incidentals. 3. Cost of distribution. Select the correct answer from the codes given below. A. 1 and 2 only. B. 1 and 3 only. C. 2 and 3 only. D. All of the above. Question 4. Consider the following statements about Open Market Sale Scheme, OMSS 1. OMSS refers to the selling of food grains by the government agencies at predetermined prices in the open market from time to time. 2. OMSS aims to moderate the prices by enhancing the supply of food grains during the lean season. Which of the above statements is correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. Question 5. Which of the following statements regarding price stabilization funds is correct? 1. PSF was created to absorb the volatility in the prices of selected commodities. 2. The scheme provides for maintaining a strategic buffer of selected commodities for subsequent calibrated release to moderate price volatility and discourage hoarding and unscrupulous speculation. 3. Apart from domestic procurement from farmers' wholesale mandis, import may also be undertaken with support from the fund. Select the correct answer from the codes given below. A. 2 only. B. 1 and 3 only. C. 2 and 3 only. D. 1, 2, 3. Question 6. Which of the following are reasons for maintaining buffer stock of food grains by Government of India? 1. Meeting the prescribed minimum buffer stock norms for food security. 2. For price stabilization or market intervention to augment supply so as to help moderate the open market prices. 3. Meeting emergency situations arising out of unexpected crop failure, natural disasters. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 1 and 3 only. C. 2 and 3 only. D. All of the above. Question 7. Which of the following statements is incorrect about Decentralized Procurement Scheme, DCP? 1. Under this scheme, the designated states procure, store and also issue food grains under the Targeted Public Distribution System, TPDS. 2. The difference between the procurement cost of the states and the Central Issue Price, CIP, is passed on to the states by the Government of India as a subsidy. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. Question 8. Consider the following statements with reference to negotiable warehouse receipt system. 1. It was launched by the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare. 2. These receipts are issued directly by the Food Corporation of India to the farmers. 3. Farmers can seek loans from banks against the warehouse receipts issued to them against their storage. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 only. C. 3 only. D. All of the above. Question 9. Which of the following statements regarding Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, PM Kisan, are correct? 1. It is a centrally sponsored scheme with 50-50 share funding by both centre and state, 75-25 for northeastern states. 2. Under the scheme, the centre transfers an amount of 6,000 rupees per year in 3 equal installments. 3. The entire responsibility of identification of beneficiary farmer families rests with the state UT governments. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A. 1 and 2 only. B. 1 and 3 only. C. 2 and 3 only. D. All of the above. Question 10. Which of the following statements are correct about the Essential Commodities Act? 1. There is no specific definition of essential commodities in the Essential Commodities Act, 1955. 2. The Act aims to prevent hoarding and black marketing of foodstuffs. 3. This Act was aimed at curbing inflation. Select the correct answer from the codes given below. A. 1 and 2 only. B. 1 and 3 only. C. 2 and 3 only. D. All of the above. Question 11. Which of the following are correct about the Agricultural Produce Market Committee, APMC 1? APMCs are regulated by states. 2. Aim of APMC is to ensure farmers are safeguarded from exploitation by large retailers, as well as ensuring the farm-to-retail price spread does not reach excessively high levels. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2.